Hi, I'm Lori Benson, and I'm so happy that you're watching this video because it means you're considering joining me in Santa Fe this September for my Leading from the Feminine retreat. This is a really important time. We have entered a time of unknown. Prophecies have brought us to this point, foretold the experiences that we're currently having, brought us to a point of awareness and understanding that we've entered the time of the feminine. We don't necessarily know what to do with that. What does it mean to lead with feminine consciousness? What does feminine leadership mean? I think we all know on an intuitive level where we're going with all this. But how does it translate into our lives? How do we actually move through the world from that place of feminine awareness? And when we do, how does it change our future and the future of our planet? That's what we'll be exploring together over this 3-day weekend. We're going to focus on 3 specific points while we're together: listening, learning, and sharing. So the listening will happen through awareness building. We'll first become aware of where we exist in our bodies, where we feel tension and anxiety, our negative stories, and where we feel joy and freedom. So we'll listen to ourselves. We'll take a deeper dive into the thoughts that we carry with us throughout the day, the filters that we process things through, that we see things through, that others see us through, and awareness of each other. We'll listen to one another and see ourselves in each other, see that connection that exists, see our shared stories, whether they be from our ancestors or stories that are leading us down a path, a future path together, and where we all stand together today. The learning comes into play when we reclaim that feminine consciousness, feminine awareness, and balance. So this work ultimately isn't just for women. Men and women need to find that balance of masculine and feminine within themselves. But this is very much a time for women to take charge. And we're seeing it. We're seeing it everywhere. So it's time for us to understand what that means in the context of leadership for ourselves. It's going to look very different for each of us. Some of you are going to listen to this and say, I am not a leader, right? This isn't for me. Well, I would love for you to understand that we all lead every single day with our thoughts and actions. What we believe when we see something, what we think when an experience happens, what we think about ourselves. We are leaders. We lead that global consciousness. So, you are a leader. Let's start there. So by reclaiming the feminine and the balance, what does leadership look like for you? How does it change how you lead yourselves? How does it change how you lead your family, your community, in your career? The possibilities are endless. The sharing comes into play in how you then stand in your true power. How do we take this awareness that we've gained about ourselves, how we move through the world, and how do we then translate that into action in our lives? So before you leave from our time together over the weekend, you will understand what leadership looks like to you and how you show up when you leave our amazing little event. What does it look like beyond kind of the safe boundaries of our retreat? It's going to be an amazing weekend. Along with the work that we'll be doing, Sunrise Springs Resort is this gorgeous spa and resort in Santa Fe. Santa Fe in the fall is one of my favorite times of year with the roasting green chili and the high desert air. It's just going to be beautiful. We're going to take care of ourselves and take care of each other. And that's where it all begins, right? This work of finding your center within yourself is the most important work you have to do. It starts there before you can then move out and create change in the world. So we will take a look at ourselves, and the whole weekend, the theme flowing through is going to be awareness on the feminine consciousness, how we landed where we are today, and how we move through it and out of it to create the change needed. So I really hope you'll join me. It's going to be a powerful weekend. I'm limiting the retreat to a small number of women so that we can have that true connection in those deeper conversations that'll make sure that the work that we're doing has a great impact in your life and then the lives of others when you leave our time together. So please reach out if you have any questions at all. My contact info is on the website. And I really hope that I get to meet you in Santa Fe in September. Take care.